Here's a quick video on just showing the difference between an irrational number and a rational number. By definition, an irrational number is one where the decimal point or the decimal numbers never repeat. So, for example, if I had 1.3298114, etc., you see that there's no pattern in there that's repeating. If there's no pattern that it's repeating, then we call it an irrational number. But if I have a pattern that does repeat, say I have 1.333, etc., where I could put a repeater over there, as soon as I put a repeater there, that means that that decimal repeats forever, and that would be a rational number. So some examples of, let's start with rational numbers. Examples of rational numbers might be like 2. Now you say, well, the decimal doesn't repeat, but you could put a point and then put a bunch of zeros, which would repeat forever. So just any normal number like 19 or -3, those are all examples of rational numbers. Decimals, if I have 1.43, notice that it this one repeats. Like if I just write 1.43, again I could put a 0 after that repeats forever. Therefore it's a rational. Another example is any fraction. So any fraction, 2/3, 1 4/9, 16/3, all those are examples of rational numbers. If you were to actually take something like 2/3 and divide it, you'd get something like 0.6666, and that would repeat on forever. 16/3, you divide that, it'd be 5.333, and that would go on forever. So those are rational numbers. Irrational, ones that never repeat, it's sort of hard to peg them because you don't know how far out they might start repeating. But they're ones where you look at it and they don't have a pattern like this, where they start repeating forever. Pi is a good example of an irrational number. And pi, just the first few decimal points of that is 3.1415926, etc. Notice that numbers aren't repeating. Another example of an irrational number would be the number e. And I think that's 2.1828, etc. But it's a number that doesn't repeat. Other examples of irrational ones are any square root sign that doesn't come out even. So if I have the square root of 7, for example, if you put that in your calculator, it's going to be 2 point something, and all those decimals don't start repeating. There are some square roots that come out bang even, so something like the square root of 9. If that comes out to a number exactly like this, it's not an irrational number, it would be a rational number. Okay, hopefully that helps you with identifying irrational and rational numbers.